Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Mon looks to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
But just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Cook following the penalty. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
This is taken around the 12. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Wilson.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Williams, a man in motion right. They go play action now. Wilson.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Moore, the man in motion. On 1st down, Wilson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like
Out a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the 1st half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. In motion, the tight end. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Touchdown! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, They look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0.
It's the score, Lions 28, Vikings nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on time. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone. It officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
On third, here's an option play right. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. The Vikings send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And take it right at the 35. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 0-0-0.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he's got room.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw is Wilson. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing again on second down. Wilson flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First down here at the 27-yard line.
Moore, the man in motion. Play action. It's Wilson.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 more there and another first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Moore, the man in motion. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Lions open the lead up to 34-0.
Well, I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Nuwanger now from his end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look?
Clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Here's Cook again.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to look deep for more. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He's going to go up top again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. This one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mon now off of play action.
Steps away.
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. We'll do it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Swift.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped out of the line of scrimmage.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Here's Swift.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
One more time with Swift.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line.
On the double. Jackrack.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long. And they take a knee. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, 17 yards.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Oh, Wilson going to throw.
Finding more on the out route for the completion.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
In motion left comes Williams. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis-Seen. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions and a little bit of a surprise.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Ben's